To France now, where the two candidates in next Sunday's presidential election squared off in their only televised debate. The duel on Wednesday was one of the last chances for incumbent Emmanuel Macron and his far-right challenger Marine Le Pen to sway voters. And there were some fiery exchanges.
On the streets of Paris, it was billed as France against France. And the big argument. A live TV duel between French President Emmanuel Macron and the woman who wants his job, far-right challenger Marine Le Pen.
Bonsoir et bienvenue à tous pour ce grand débat du second tour de l'élection présidentielle.
And under the glare of the studio lights, the gloves were off. Current President Emmanuel Macron attacked Marine Le Pen because of her past dealings with Russia.
You depend on Russian power. You depend on Mr. Putin. A few months after saying that, Madame Le Pen, you took out a loan from a Russian bank in 2015. First Czech Russian bank.
La first Czech Russian bank.
You don't talk to other leaders. You talk to your banker when talking to Russia. This is the problem.
Le Pen insisted she was independent of Moscow and returned to a key theme of her campaign, the rising cost of fuel and essentials. I agreed on all the sanctions that were taken against the oligarchs, against the banks. The only sanction that I disagree with is the one blocking Russian gas and oil imports. Why? Because I think that's not the right method. This is not what will actually hurt Russia, and above all, it will hurt the French people a lot.
Et que surtout, ça va faire énormément de mal au peuple français.
The candidates clashed over Macron's economic track record over the last 5 years and climate change. But on immigration and the treatment of Muslims in France, the candidates' policies are far apart. I want to ban the hijab in public spaces. I'll say it in the clearest possible way. The veil is a uniform imposed by Islamists.
You will create a civil war in the housing projects, Madame Le Pen. I'm being honest.
What you're saying is very serious.
That's because what you said is very serious.
An opinion poll from a French broadcaster found over half the viewers surveyed thought Macron was more convincing in the debate. But French voters will have the last word in Sunday's runoff election.
Well, for more, let's cross over to DW correspondent Lisa Lewis in Paris. Lisa, how did this debate go down in France?
Well, obviously, each camp is saying their candidate came out on top. When you look at, what people are saying across social media and the people I've been talking to, there's, some kind of consensus that Marine Le Pen, when it comes to her style, did better than 5 years ago. When we look back to 2017, she was already facing Emmanuel Macron in the runoff vote, and also in the debate ahead of that vote. And at the time, she literally crashed and got lost in all the details in her dossiers. This time around, Marine Le Pen appeared a lot calmer, a lot more like a president. However, when it comes to the facts, Emmanuel Macron seems to have attacked her on numerous dossiers, called her out, said that her figures didn't add up. He said that she was actually not the candidate of increased spending power. That's what she's been trying to depict herself as over the past few months. And he also said that 80% of the measures that are part of her program would mean that France would have to leave the European Union. Marine Le Pen said, no, I don't want to leave the European Union. I want to redesign it. But Emmanuel Macron said, this is not possible with your current program. As you said, a broadcaster did carry out a poll. 2/3 of those 650 people only that were interrogated, they said actually that they thought that Macron came out as the clear winner. It remains to be seen if this will have an impact on the election results. In the past, historically speaking in France, debates have never really turned around things, but they can have a slight impact, pushing one candidate a bit up, another one a bit down in the polls.
Now, Macron accused Le Pen of having strong ties to the Kremlin. What impact do you think that accusation will make on voters?
That's true. That's the one point where he insisted on. He talked about that Russian loan that was mentioned in the report earlier on. He also talked about the fact that Marine Le Pen supported the annexation of Crimea in 2014 by saying that the referendum that was actually controversial on the international level, she recognized that referendum. That will certainly be in voters' minds on Sunday. When you look at polls on Russia and on Putin, Vladimir Putin from Russia, the Russian president, most French people are saying that they are concerned about, that they're shocked by the Russian invasion in Ukraine and that they dislike Vladimir Putin. So it's likely that that will be in their mind when they make their choice on Sunday here in France.
DW correspondent Lisa Lewis there reporting from Paris. Thank you, Lisa.